What's up, everybody? It's been a while since I've done one of these, but gonna play a little Far Cry 5. I would have been playing Gotham Knights because Gotham Knights is a very big comfort game of mine, but they have a tendency to talk a lot. So thankfully, we're gonna refer to, instead of the person I'm playing as, instead of their position, we're gonna be referring to them as Jacob, since of course I play with the Jacob seed skin. So we're gonna be referring to my character as Jacob instead of, you know, the policeman. And I know what it's called, but we don't use that term around here anymore. But I know a lot of times when you would see me play this, especially last year and early this year, mostly last year. But this is a Far Cry 5 is a really big comfort game of mine. It'll always be my comfort game. This is this I've mentioned it in past streams before. When I lost my grandpa, this game really helped keep my mind off of things. Certain things that I don't want to talk about. But dang, I hardly remember what I'm doing anymore. It's been so long since I played this. So I was kind of having those nightly thoughts again that I used to have a lot. And like I said, I would have been playing Gotham Knights, but they talk too much while I'm trying to do stuff, and Jacob here is really quiet, so I can actually talk without being talked over, which is nice. I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over again, because shit, I don't even know where to start. So I guess I'll start from, I have been dealing with a lot of problems mentally lately over the past December will make 2 years. But I have been working through my problems. So, you know, we're just gonna talk. Growing up, I'll tell you a little bit about me. Don't talk over me. This is why I can play Gotham Knights. So, I grew up in a really small town down south, further south where I am now. Right now, anyway. We're moving soon. But when I was growing up, I didn't choose the best of people to look up to as so-called role models. Very manipulative people, and stupid plane made me lose my train of thought. But yeah, a so-called role model was someone who really had me trying to grow up fast, a lot faster than I wanted to. Like I said, a manipulator, a narcissist. So, I guess you could say that's kind of the type of people, because I didn't realize that this person was who I figured out they were until my like first year of college, second year of college, second semester of college, something like that. And they were supposed to be family. Let's say that. So when let me make sure my streamer mode's on. So when another someone who claimed to be a friend came along, I was excited to finally have a friend who wasn't related to me, if that makes sense. And I guess you could say that I I can leave this long because music's off. But I guess you could say that I saw it as said person could really do no wrong. And oh good, I can play the music in here. So we'll go to the Henbane, so it'll just be the music. This music, I love this music. But I guess I was looking at it like, this person could do no wrong. This is my best friend, you know? Oops. And so when the time came that I did find out what kind of person said friend was, I realized that it had been from years, basically birth, to 17, I was manipulated and by a narcissist to growing up too fast, and then from 17 to 27, I'm 27 by the way, for those that didn't know that, I was kind of being fooled by another narcissist and manipulator who, for some stupid reason, decided to try to talk about me to my own brother as if he wouldn't tell me everything. Like, how did you think that was gonna go? I am genuinely bewildered. Did you think you would be able to talk to Duck about me and me not find out? Like, seriously? Anyway, they decided that I didn't realize, which I should have. I really should have. I mean, I know this is where I was stupid. But I should have realized that they were trying to get rid of me. They had gotten to the point where they had linked up with an old friend of theirs after saying for years, "Oh, you're my best friend. This person is nothing to me." Like, she talked so much shit about that guy that it was, even I was starting to feel bad for him. But then you go back to that person and they allow you to come back? I'm confused. Maybe someone can help me out with that one. But I mean, they started Like used to, we would play games together a lot, and then they ended up getting a job at some kind of factory, and thought they were, well, Iron said she thought she was better than me, thought she was better than everybody, really. Like, my brother used to work at a plant for 16 hours a day, and she worked like 8 hours and thought she was better than him. But, and my brother, I mean Duck. I've got two brothers, but if I say my brother, I'm talking about Duck. And anyway, then it got to, they played with me, or she played with me 3 nights. Then it went to 2 nights, and I was like, okay, I get it, you got a job, just, it's fine. If it comes down to it, we'll do something else. I mean, you don't have to play, if it's that, if you're tired, then we'll just play for like an hour, or 2 hours, or however long you want to play. But you ain't, I mean, dang, you ain't got to play till 3 a.m. Which, it went from 2 a.m. to 3 a.m., which, I mean, dang. Sometimes people gotta sleep. There was many times when she wanted to do something, and I was ready for bed myself. Then it got to the point where she started playing a new game. It was called Playing Like She Was Drunk. Yeah. She would, like, I mean, I don't care how much of a lightweight you are, you're not gonna get slammed on one twisted lemonade. But I'm pretty sure I've talked about this on streams before, but you know what, it's been a while and I'm feeling pretty pissed tonight, so let's burn some bridges. I basically wasted my entire life on narcissistic assholes who just like to use people. I didn't realize where so much of my problems were coming from. Like, I mean, you talk about feeling like absolute shit all the time. I'm not even kidding, guys. I talk to this person every single day. I probably missed seven days in 9 years. That won't turn right in front of me. That's, looking back, that's ridiculous. Talking to somebody basically almost every day for 9 years straight. And then you find out that they've been using you this whole time. And I'll be the first to tell y'all, she tried to mess up my channel. I know my channel is not really going at the pace that I was hoping for, but you know something? I'm proud of my channel. I'm proud of the channel that we're becoming. And when I say we, I mean all of us. And I don't think we would have been anywhere if I hadn't took the control that I had given her out of her hands and gave it to Doug. Doug has been, and I don't tell him this enough, but he might see this. Doug has been the greatest asset and the greatest friend that a person could ask for when trying to do a channel. In life too, because Doug's awesome. Me and Doug are like, we're like best friends. And Doug doesn't decide after one argument when you're in the right then he's gonna be like, okay, you know what, bye. I'm not talking to you anymore. But if I do talk to you, I'm gonna make sure you feel like absolute shit. And I'll tell y'all point blank, there was nights when I felt so bad I just didn't want to wake up in the morning. Like, I wanted things to just be over. And one of those nights, I was talking to this person. This is what really drove the final nail in the coffin for me. Was I finally was like, I need help, and I need to talk to somebody. Because this person had told me, if you ever need anything, you can talk to me. So I was like, I'm invoking that card. I really need to talk. Took her like an hour to respond, just to say, okay. Literally the 2 letters, okay, and a question mark. And I was honest. I said, I'm tired of how I feel. It hurts. Like, it physically hurts. Try not to get emotional. I told her my chest hurts so bad that I feel like if I stuck something through it, it would just relieve the pressure and make it stop. It'd make me feel better. That I didn't think I couldn't keep going with how I was feeling. Like, everything hurt so bad, I just wanted to stop. And literally, like, a half hour, an hour, somewhere in that ballpark later, all I got back was, oh no. And that stupid little wide-eyed emoji. I looked, and the same person that told me that they were burned out from video games, and that's why they didn't want to play with me for a while. They were like, oh, I'm burned out from video games, but I'll let you know when I feel like playing again. We're playing with the same person that they had been talking shit about. When I was trying to have a serious conversation. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I was talking about how much I wanted to die that night, and all she could say was, oh no, and that's it. She didn't even respond after that. So you know what I did? Even though no one can answer me, what did you do, Gibbs? Turn on Far Cry 5. Turn on Far Cry 5. I got in this same truck, by the way. It's the same exact one. I get it basically every time I play. I get in this exact same truck. I spawn in the exact same place, get the exact same truck, just drive. And I listened to Peggy radio in the Whitetail Mountains until I came across the guitar guy playing A Hard Times Come Again No More, and I just sat and listened. And while I sat there and listened, I cried. That's all I felt like I could do was I just sat there, listened to them, and cried. I ended up falling asleep in my chair, crying myself to sleep. Because I felt so alone. Everyone else was asleep, and I didn't want to bother anyone. I felt like I was a big enough bother. But this past December, I finally decided enough was enough, and I just completely stopped all conversation with this person, like all contact. I just went cold turkey, just stopped, and started focusing on myself, started focusing on my own mental health, my own well-being. And for those that have never heard of them, the band Citizen Soldier, I listened to them every time I felt upset. I would just put on one of their songs. And it really, what they were saying really got to me. It really got me to thinking and it fit my situation. So I have now been keeping up with every song that they put out, and I have been doing so for the past, dang, I started like actually listening to them in last March, and I got introduced to Citizen Soldier through their song Through Hell. It really got me to thinking. So when I started on my own mental health journey to be who I wanted to be, not the person that this girl was trying to keep me being, I found out that Through Hell has really become my fight song. And they got so many songs, it's just so relatable. But Through Hell was a really big one. Burdens. They finally dropped Burdens, and that one hit home so hard. What was the other one? It's hard to remember the names. It's Through Hell, Burdens, Who I Am, or is it Who Am I? I think it's Who I Am. Words That Don't Exist was a really big one that helped. Tattoos. There's one in particular I'm trying to remember the name of. Where Were You? That's the one I was trying to think of. When I tell you that when I started listening to that song, I would be screaming that song. So, if anybody ever tells you music doesn't help, as obvious, I never heard Citizen Soldier because music helps. But, I've been focusing on myself. I have been putting my best foot forward to be the person that I want to be. To be the person that I know I can be. If anybody ever says that you can't be the person you want to be, they're a freaking liar. You can be whoever you want to be. Like, this person can say that I'm a failed YouTuber, a failed Twitch streamer. Well, here's the thing about being a failed Twitch streamer. You only fail when you quit. And my channel's still going. What can you say about yours? This person turned a whole Discord community against me. With some kind of bullshit that they've made up. Like, a friend of mine found me a Discord community that he was in that had streamers in it to try to help grow my channel. They added this little snake in there, and said snake got me kicked out of the community, and I didn't even do anything. I streamed, did my thing, and that was it. But it just showed me that they weren't my kind of people anyway. It's kind of ironic. And y'all tell me if this sounds, what this sounds like to y'all. This person got mad at me because they called me a liar on something. I'll tell y'all what it was about. It was about a video game, Dead Rising 2. For example, this bitch broke up a 9-year, almost 10-year friendship over Dead Rising 2. And when I mean Dead Rising 2, I was actually giving her a compliment, because I told her I was listening to the advice that you gave me about Dead Rising 2 and hide it in the bathroom stalls to save the game, which I didn't know you could do. She had the audacity to tell me, I've never played that game. I didn't tell you that. She got mad because I said Dead Rising 2 was better than the first Dead Rising. In my opinion, it was, but everybody's got opinions. Apparently she was mad because mine didn't match hers. But told me, I didn't tell you that. I don't know where you got that from. And I told her, I said, I literally have a list of things, I keep a list of things that you tell me when you're drunk, when you quote unquote drunk. Another list of things I kept about was how many bullshit lies she told me. Didn't get to tell her about that one. But I kept receipts that I still have on my Facebook page. In a little private album. So I was like, yeah, you told me one of the nights you were, I used air quotations when I said drunk. And I wrote it down. She said, I've never played Dead Rising 2. I said, yeah, you did. You told me you did. Her response was, I didn't say that, but whatever. Did she forget that she had me friended on Xbox? Because I went on her Xbox 360 profile and I found Dead Rising 2 on there. Explain that. And she had achievements on it, so I know she's played it. And I told her, I said, don't call me a liar. I know that you told me that. So she caught an attitude, and I told her, don't catch an attitude with me. She's the one that called me out. She called me a liar, so I'm calling her out. And I did. I will call you out if you lie to me. If you call me a liar when I know I'm telling the truth, I will come at you. I was manipulated by liars for 27 years. I ain't getting manipulated no more. Well, by then it was 25 years? Yeah, I think it was 25 years by then. Yeah, 25. Because this was in the end of 2022. So she decided to get a little personal. And she told me, well, how do you remember that with your so-called COVID brain? Because I told her I had been sick with that stuff like 3 different times, which I had been. I make lists. After my grandparents were both diagnosed with Alzheimer's, I started making lists of everything so that I could remember. I thought I was doing a nice thing by writing down the good things that she was telling me through video games so I could actually keep up with stuff and remember. I sent her the list and she said, you could have edited that any time. You need another excuse? You need more excuses? She throws excuses like Genji throws ninja stars. Bam, excuse. Bam, excuse. I tried to be civil. Because I had actually felt bad well, I didn't really start it, but continuing an argument. And I apologized. Never once did this bitch say, even mutter the words, I apologize. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Then again, to think about it, looking back on it, a narcissist doesn't know how to apologize, so that's why. But once I finally decided to wake up, open my freaking eyes, and see that all along I was just being manipulated by a lying piece of shit, and focusing on myself, which I really should have been doing a long time ago, I started really seeing life in a whole new light. I started feeling better. I was still depressed, like I was, like y'all, when I tell y'all I hit rock bottom with depression, I mean, I know this is a pretty heavy subject from the matters that I usually cover, being goofy and stupid, but sometimes you gotta get a little heavy. I really hit rock bottom. Like, I was crying myself to sleep every night. Well, not even night, every morning, because I was watching the sunrise. I was trying to figure out ways to put myself to sleep, because I lost so many hours of sleep. Well, there goes my truck. Time to dip. Hey, it made it. But, so, like, I ended up, y'all don't follow my footsteps. I was taking allergy medicine to put me to sleep. Allergy medicine, nausea medicine, something that would just knock me out. I mean, granted, a lot of nights I was sick anyway, because life was making me sick. I was nightly throwing up, basically. And if anybody knows me, I am a depressive eater. And when I say drinker, I mean like soda and juice and water and stuff like that. I don't drink hard shit. That's just my personal thing. I'm not really a alcohol person. That person I thought they were gonna just run right into me. But I gained a lot of weight. I really did. I gained a lot of weight. I'm still trying to get rid of it. But I went to this is gonna sound kind of silly being on a completely different subject, but I went to a convention this year. And I got to meet Kevin Durant. Nicest man you will ever meet. That man is an angel. And I got to tell him that his movie Dark Was the Night, which is one of my favorite movies of all time, really got me through when I lost my grandpa. And that I had been like I was depressed. I have bad anxiety anyway. That's something that I have been working on, but I'm an anxious person. Anxiety really hits me hard. But I was depressed. I told him I was at the end of my rope. But I started watching Dark Was the Night, and the amount of stuff that movie got me, the amount of trauma, the amount of hard, sleepless nights that movie got me through, the grief, that movie was one of the biggest parts of the grieving process for me. And I told him that his character in the movie, Paul Shield, for those that haven't seen it, his voice was just his voice. It was so calm, it was so soothing. It was one of the only things that I could find that helped. I would be crying, and I would just sit there, watch the movie, and listen to him talk. And then I realized I wasn't crying anymore. That man literally during a meet and greet. Like, I handed him my phone because he was doing selfies. He takes a lot of pictures, by the way, when he does meet and greets. And he took my phone, he turned the camera around, and he did a video for me. To this day, I still have on my phone. And I was like, why can't more people be like that instead of the opposite of that? Why can't we just be lifting people up instead of putting them down? So he really, and some people have their celebrities they can say this about, and now I have mine. I can say that Kevin Durant was really one celebrity that restored my faith in humanity. I felt like I had just met the nicest man on earth. I had made a friend that day. Which was nice to know that there's some people that will treat you nice. They'll like, he stood there and he talked to you like he's known you your whole life. It didn't matter who you were. And that's the kind of people that I like. That's the kind of person that I want to be. I want to be the kind of person that's there for people. So I really made that my mission, to start trying to be more of a people person. I think I'm doing pretty well from where I was originally, because now I'm getting more involved with people. I'm getting out more. Big thumbs up. Got a thumb up if you can't tell. Getting out more. I've actually made friends. And the thing about these friends is the fact that I've met them through Duck, and they actually feel like friends. They don't feel like they're trying to get something out of me. And I never thought I would ever experience that feeling, really. I thought I was just destined to be that person that's always manipulated. I feel like y'all could make a game out of take a sip of water every time Gibbs says or You'd be very hydrated. Don't think this is me saying that I'm gonna change up my streaming style. I'm still going to be the same lovable asshole you've always had. But like I said, like the title says, this is a different side of Gibbs. This is me being actually me, and not my streaming self. You're still gonna get the Gibbs that threatens video game characters and will walk up to as you're seeing at the beginning of the video, will walk up to a random NPC and just shoot them with an arrow. But my main focus on doing this little video is that I just wanted to tell you all how my mental health journey is going. Give you an update. I haven't done that in a long time. Don't really think I've done that since I started my mental health journey. And it's been going pretty well. I still have anger issues. I will say that, because I was so tempted to turn around and fight that person. But I'm working on my anger issues. Not going very well, but I'm trying. And yep, there's another take a sip of water. You dehydrated bananas. But one thing is really take care of yourselves. I've learned that the one person that you have in your life that you can always rely on is yourself. But one thing about yourself is you can be your biggest enemy or your biggest supporter. That's one thing to really remember. And, well, chug a load, dehydrated bananas, that's another, I started back with writing. I've been back drawing. I'm drawing again. I've even been painting a little. I'm finally doing something productive. And I don't really do my kind of drawings and paintings to sell or anything. They're kind of just something that I put in a little folder and put off to the side for myself. Just something to make me feel better. Just to know that I can still do. But I have actually been uploading my, all my stories. I've been uploading into Wattpad because I'm afraid that eventually Quota's going to shut down. Because they're not doing a very good job with keeping up with everything. Like, that website's really, oh shit, I hit a pedestrian. It's really going downhill. But I kind of just write, my kind of stories is I write dreams that I have and turn them into stories. I'm pretty sure is that where I wanted to go? No, but you know what? We'll go this way anyway. But it's fun to just sit there and write, knowing that your brain basically practically, well, not practically, did come up with the premise. And I really enjoy myself with writing, and I'm enjoying myself with drawing. My drawings are kind of cringy, but you know what? Let's just put it like this, at least my stuff's family friendly, unlike some people's stuff. And I try to keep all my stuff as family friendly as possible. My channel is, I would say my channel's pretty family friendly. Kind of. We're pretty chill around here. That's what I strive for. Like, shoot, from 2020 to the end of 2022, my channel was not growing. At all, really. At the end of 2022, I was at 32 subscribers on YouTube. Now we are up to 103. Look at us go. Look at us taking this little channel that was made to be a way to cope with loss, and we're turning it into something. And I'm so happy, and I couldn't be happier with it. I mean, I know there's people out there that's got 100,000 subscribers, 500,000, million, so on and so forth. But I'm happy with my 103. Because I know that we are doing something. Yeah, I'm kind of just goofing off. I don't even know if the co-op for this game works anymore, to tell you the truth. Every time me and my brother try to get in this game, it kicks us out. Alright, and my gamer tag is the same as my Twitch handle. I try to use it for all of my social media. If you ever need help with this game, I can definitely do it because this is my jam right here. I've got this game to 100% completion. I've beat this game like 10, 11 times. Got all the DLC, got every trophy imaginable. And according to my Ubisoft account, I have been playing this game for 3,635 hours and 33 minutes, but I'm pretty sure it's past that by now because I've been playing for a while. So if you need help, I will gladly give it my best. Yeah, I really do get asked that a lot. This is one of probably my favorite game of all time. I really got into playing it a lot after Car. If you don't move, I'm going to zap you with laser. I really got into playing it after I lost my grandpa, and this was really a way to help me cope. So, I guess every time, and he loved the mountains, so every time I come here, I always get a feeling like I can feel him, and it just makes me happy. So this game's really close to my heart. It really has a sentimental, that's a very hard word, sentimental, everything really, sentimental place in my heart. This game holds so much sentimental value to me. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I really am. Cancer sucks. Alright, let's see if I can... Okay, I got auto drive on. Let me grab that. I think I can get in with this old phone that doesn't have a SIM card. I kind of just use it to do stuff while I'm streaming and using my actual phone for my stream. Oh, this chair is so old. It's like it's about to break. Okay. Accepted. At least I hope I hit accept. I almost dropped my phone. Oh. Alright, let's turn that off. I think I turned off all. Yep, okay. Auto drive's off. Yeah, I know that feeling. I sympathize with you on that one. I didn't get to. Oh boy, I'm gonna be crying for so. I didn't get a chance to tell my grandpa goodbye either because his daughter, I don't even refer to her as my aunt because I disowned her a long time ago. But she ended up putting him. She made herself his power of attorney. I ain't got no written statement where where it said I can't say anything, but she put him in a nursing home like an hour and a half away from us. And the day that he passed, I'll never forget it. It'll be burned in my mind forever. The day that he passed, everyone knew something was wrong except for me. They didn't. No one told me. And my parents was like, "We're gonna go visit your grandpa." I always called my grandpa Nunu. It was just a thing. We called him Nunu. And my parents were like, "We're gonna go see your Nunu and visit with him for a little while, since y'all going." Because me and my brother were going to a convention at the time. And I was like, when you get there, shit. So when you get there, tell him I said hi. I think it's maybe the first time I talked about this on stream since it happened, so it's kind of hard. But I told him, tell him I said hi. Give him a hug for me. And they left. Me and Doug went to the convention. And he died before my parents got there. I didn't know anything about it. They had some kind of rule to where he couldn't have visitors, so I was kind of confused. Why are they going to see him? It just didn't click to me at the time. And Doug found out while we were there that he was gone, but he didn't tell me because he didn't want me to be upset while we were there. That's my brother, by the way. And because I was confused while we were there, because Doug came up to me because he had wandered off like he usually does, and he was like, "Hey, I got you a present," and it was a picture, a hand-painted picture of Jack Skellington as Ghost Rider. I thought it was so cool. I still have it, and I was like, I loved it, and I was like so happy. I was ecstatic. I was like, but there was that little voice in the back of my head, like, why is he being so nice all of a sudden? I thought it was because at that particular convention, I decided, I had the idea of, you know what, I'm gonna break out my favorite costume I've done, which now it's not my favorite anymore. It's my least favorite probably. But I was like, it's my first con back in a while. I'm gonna break out my original cosplay, my very first one. I'm gonna break out Lara Croft from the 2013 Tomb Raider. Well, the whole time we were there, I was being stalked by some weird guy. And I thought, okay, maybe maybe he did this as a way to make me feel better, because I had some creepy guy follow me around for like 3 hours. I finally told Duck, I was like, Duck, this guy's following me. Can you get rid of him? Because he was dressed as the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, rest in peace. And I told him about it, and he was like, yeah, I'll get rid of him. Because I finally had gotten to the point where I was so freaked out, I went and hid in the bathroom. And Duck got rid of him. Because I knew if I would have gotten rid of him myself, I would have got kicked out of the convention. I really did not want to get kicked out of the convention. I didn't know it by the time Duck knew. And we finally got the guy to piss off after like 10 minutes. He finally messaged me and was like, guy's gone, you're safe to come out. So I came out, and after the costume contest, he was like, we should probably get home. And which I was kind of confused about, because Duck usually says, let me know when you're ready to go home, or something along those lines. The database, no! The database is corrupted. Oh, don't tell me my game corrupted.